Josh McCuistion of Soonerscoop.com here with Oklahoma's newest commitment, Nigel Smith. Nigel, I think this is interview 27. We skipped out of the rain, and now once we get out of the rain, it's stopped raining. So it's just been that kind of night. But man, for you, I mean, I talked to Coach Nally about this as well, but a lot going on tonight. The stadium, the senior night, all these things. I mean, what do you think you're going to remember about this night?
That I did something different than just picking hats, faking that. I think just that video was way better than somebody doing a hat or things like that. So just like that it was different, and that's something I'll be able to have for a while, and that'll really stick with me than just, hey, you did what everybody else did.
Sure. For you, that video, I mean, what was it? I mean, was that a what did you want to show to people? I mean, because you're kind of a quiet, reserved guy, but I mean, what did that kind of let everybody hear that with a huge crowd here tonight? What did that kind of let them see?
I mean, they just got to see I'm committed to OU. I mean, got a little bit. There's going to be a longer version of the video that drops with like interviews, things like that. Okay. But I mean, got to see, just put together a nice little video of, I mean, my pops talking, my G-pop. Coach Kiefer, Coach Nally, like a nice video of that, and got to show a lot of that Melissa side because I'm very thankful for just this whole community. And then I can't snap, but snap to Boomer Sooner. So got to snap to that, and I think it's a pretty good transition, and everything went smoothly.
Okay. Now, I think he can snap. I think his hands are pretty well taped up, so that may be slowing him down a little bit. But for those that can't see it on camera, a completely unimportant question, but I've got to note, your dad played at SMU. You commit to OU the night before they're going to play SMU. Like, is that just some hilarious symmetry? Is that just the way it worked out?
Just the way it worked out, really. I wasn't really thinking about that until somebody brought it up. But, yeah, just the way it worked out, okay. I guess. Got somebody I looked up to on the SMU team, Brandon Crossley. My pops actually coached him in high school basketball since, like, middle school, actually. And so the kid I actually looked up to a lot when I was younger, and so I'll get to go out there, see him tomorrow, and see my boys up at OU.
Okay. So we'll get to the stuff that OU fans are going to want to hear. What went into this decision? I mean, what made Oklahoma the right place for you?
I felt like home. I prayed on it a lot. The Lord gave me plenty of signs that OU was the right place. It was definitely a close race between some of these schools, and I kind of knew, but it was a really, really tough decision, especially calling these schools, letting them know. But it feels like a place where it's a great family atmosphere. Development is not a question with those guys. They had D-line U at Clemson and can bring it to OU. I mean, I'm a very versatile player, so I'll be able to fit in very well in that scheme. They develop off the field as well, and just turning me into a great young man, and just a Christian-based program that I love, that soul mission, everything. And again, I've said it a couple times, but it feels like a place where what I look for, if I were to get injured, God forbid, it feels like a place where I could wake up every single day at OU and feel like, man, this is like the place I want to be.
Okay. Coach Bates, Coach Chavis here tonight. I heard a rumor that they'd kind of given you the choice if they'd hang back and kind of wait until you'd announce something, and then you just kind of said, "Hey, come on in, let's just do it." What was it? I guess what does it mean to have them here watching you as you went through all that?
Oh no, I didn't say nothing. I was literally not even on my phone.
Okay.
They just walked out here. I was like, all right, well, people know now.
Okay.
But yeah.
I thought the announcer was going to give it away for you for a second there, man.
Nah. I didn't tell him nothing. Nah. But, yeah,
Okay.
I was just like, oh, well, they came out. So now a couple people that actually know who Chavis and Bates are know I'm going to OU.
Sure. Well, I guess the thing I always like to ask, I mean, was there a moment, you talked about praying about it and, kind of getting that feeling over time, but was there kind of a moment when you said, okay, I know, like, that this is what I want to do, and, when was that and what kind of brought that on?
There was just really a lot of signs of every time I would pray about it, people would come like that next day talking about OU, or I'd see something. Nobody in the whole day would come up to me talking about Penn State. Like, people actually cared about their opinions and things like that. They're coming up to me like, man, OU, they're a great program, stuff like that. A lot of my coaching staff knows how they are. They've been to practices and love those guys, and it feels good that not only myself but everybody around me is confident in my decision.
Okay. Now, the question every recruiting reporter has to ask: you go from recruit now to recruiter, man. I mean, you got to try to help build that class out. Is there anybody you immediately start working on?
Try and get Zena to flip. People they asked me that, so now I got some people in my head. Try to get Dominic McKinley to flip. I mean, but there wasn't really many people. I mean, we've got a great class going.
Sure.
Got a running back. Try and get Caden Durham to flip. If we get a 2 backs, I mean, that's going to be very, very cold. That would be awesome. But we already got Taylor, and just keep working. I mean, we got a great D-line class coming in, so just keep going.
Okay. Well, again, this has been Josh McCuistion of SoonerScoop.com here with Nigel Smith.